You're there. There's tens of thousands of people behind you. News breaks, Charlie Kirk is shot, then assassinated at an event, public event, at a university in Utah. And I see reports here that shows 26 officers hurt. I don't know what the report is, but this is from Birmingham Live. There's another report saying 25 arrested. So you have a government that doesn't want to see you do what you're doing. They don't want your message to spread. And the more they push back, the bigger it gets. How concerned are you for an event that happened to Charlie Kirk to happen to you in the UK?
Yeah, I'm concerned, but I also believe that if it did, it would be the final nail in their coffin, not mine. Well, it would be mine as well. It would be the final nail in their coffin. No one knows what moment's going to spark the revolution. Or look, I've always known, looking at Europe, something's going to hit. And when it does, none of us are in control of it, but something's going to change the direction of Europe. Now, we are heading in the wrong direction. We're being replaced. We're under attack with mass immigration. Now, Northern Ireland, I don't know if you know about the history of Northern Ireland. Bloody Sunday changed the direction of Northern Ireland as a historic day. I believe if I was targeted in such a way, it would spark an uprising like the government had never even dreamed of, or could never even dream of. So I believe that would happen. I had a lot of people telling me we should be careful, or you need to be extra careful. I probably do need to be extra careful. I walk everywhere without security. I had the incident recently at a train station in London. I don't have the funds to pay for 24-hour security, yeah, and I am living in amongst it within the UK as a target. But I just think I think that we got in this mess. We're in this mess through being careful. All of us as a country are in this mess through being careful. Now's not the time to be careful. And now's not the time to show any fear. I listened to what Charlie Kirk said. Charlie Kirk actually spoke up massively for me, but not just for me when I was in prison, for Brits' free speech. He got it. Go back to his comments from 2018. He fully understood what was happening with free speech. And then he travelled here recently. He helped shine the torch on it. And if you listen to what he says, and I think that that's what people should try to do, and he will inspire still now, even though he's dead, the next generation. His videos will continue to inspire them. But they took him out because he was so influential in getting whether it be the forgotten or the young men to understand their identity, to understand their purpose, to give them faith. And that's what we said we want to do. Keir Starmer was voted in off 9 million votes. 20 million people just didn't vote, Patrick, in that election. That 20 million are us. The people who have been told their voices don't matter. Their voices don't count. So we're there to tell them, no, your voices do count and you do matter. And if we can captivate them, and we can electrify the working class. See, a lot of this comes down to class in the UK. They don't like us. That's the reality of it. The establishment do not like us. Okay. Now, we've got 650 politicians in Westminster. How many of them were there to speak to the neglected, forgotten people? How many of them? Not one. We had politicians flying from Poland, France, Germany, Belgium, all over Europe. Lead politicians come to speak to the British population. Not one, because the whole building is still the establishment. It doesn't matter if they say they're against the establishment on X. Yeah, if they say they're against the establishment, they'd have been there with the people. None. We want to be the cultural revolution, but this country needs a political revolution. But it needs a political revolution that doesn't censor the people getting involved in it. So, for example, the Reform Party, which is Nigel Farage, which I believe will win the next election, yeah, and will be a hell of a lot better than where we're at. But they still censor and ban. You can't talk about transgenderism. You can't talk about Islam. So we don't need a government that tells the public that they can't raise their concerns, and people are kicked out of their party for doing so.
Right.
Because that's an attack. That's an attack on free speech. Still, that's not believing in free speech. I saw Nigel Farage sat in America talking about free speech. They don't believe in free speech themselves. They just don't believe in it. Everyone has to sign an NDA. Everyone has to sign an NDA. Who's at the hierarchy of reform?
What do you mean by that? Signing an NDA for what?
Not to talk about me.
I don't know. You said Nigel Farage. Everyone has to sign an NDA. What do you mean by that?
I mean that as a political party, anyone who becomes a councillor or a member of parliament has to sign an agreement that they won't speak about up for Tommy Robinson.
Whether you agree with Tommy or not, guess what? You can now get a hold of him on Connect. He will respond back on Connect. You can simply download the app. He's officially on there. Ask him any question. You agree with him. You don't agree with him. An article, something you saw, but now you can get direct contact with Tommy Robinson on Connect. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.